Well, this is a blast from the past. It's the 1927 Auriga Heron for BeamNG. This is a luxury vintage car mod originally released in 2015, but it's been updated to work with the latest version of BeamNG. This isn't a full mod remaster, but it's still really cool and I've got to check it out. So in BeamNG lore, this is the earliest lore-friendly vehicle. It's from 1927, nearly 100 years ago. The mod was originally created by a guy called Miura, but it was deleted off the repo in 2017. A modder called Jubles has updated all the textures and released it for free on the BeamNG forums, and I think this thing has scrubbed up pretty well. It looks quite good. And look at this interior, it's all wood and leather, really plush. It's powered by a 7.7 litre V12 engine producing 180 horsepower. Let's start it up. Okay, we've got custom sounds. It does sound a little weird, there's some kind of buzzing noise, but it does sound quite like a vintage V12. Oh yeah. So, driving the Auriga Heron, the first thing I've noticed is that we don't have any wing mirrors, but this thing has a 4-speed manual gearbox, rear-wheel drive, and... whoa! Wow, it's quick. Well, first gear takes us up to 50 miles per hour. Into second gear. Suspension is incredibly soft. We've got very weak brakes because this car is from 1927, but I remember this mod very fondly. Unfortunately, the mod creator Miura had their account deleted off the BeamNG website about, I think, in 2017, so this mod hasn't been officially supported since then. So the buzzing noise happens on idle. I think it's meant to tell you when to change gear. I'm not too sure, because originally in this mod you had to double D-clutch because it didn't have a synchronized gearbox. I think that feature has been lost to time, so we have got a synchronized gear. Whoa, okay. We have got a synchronized gearbox and we can drift. Oh yeah, we can actually drift this thing. What the heck? Okay, let's go for a crash test. Okay, let's crash into this railing. Slow motion, 60 miles per hour. Whoa! The fenders have flown off, the wheels have flown off, but that is not a terrible crash model. And of course, because this car is so old, it has a ladder frame, which means the body has separated from the chassis. So there's 6 configs in this mod across 2 body styles. We've seen the sedan, now let's have a look at the Tourer. So the open-top Tourer actually looks more like a Phaeton to me. Now, Phaetons were cars without any fixed roof, and this hood, unfortunately, you can't move it, but it would basically cover the top of the car, but it doesn't have windows. I'm not entirely sure what kind of car this is meant to be based on. My first thought was a Cadillac, like a 1930 Cadillac V12, but look at the hood ornament here. The car is apparently from the UK, so I suppose it's based on like a Rolls-Royce Phantom, maybe the first generation. You can also customize the color of the interior. I've gone for this white leather. Look down here, we've actually got a little key ring that seems to wobble about quite nicely with the Auriga logo on it. Unfortunately, only the speedometer works in here. All the other dials don't seem to work, but the guy that updated the mod is going to be updating this in the future, and I can't wait to see what they add and improve. Right, I want to see how this car can handle. The performance is actually really good. I think 0 to 60 is maybe about 10 seconds, which for a big, heavy 1920s car, you know, nearly 100 years old, oh, it's pretty good. Wow, the brakes are bad. Okay, onto the mountain road. There's quite a bit of traffic. I'm going to go round these people. There we go, and overtake. Go. Not much torque, but whoa! Wow, the suspension's so soft. Okay, this corner here, look at it wobbling. It's the body roll. Whoa! I'm hanging on for dear life right now. Sorry, cover. And there's a bit more of a drift. Oh, yes! Even in its day, this car was not meant to be a sports car. It was always a luxury vehicle designed to chauffeur very wealthy people around. But we definitely need more vintage car mods to come to BeamNG. There is another car from 1927 currently in development. It's called the Everton 4 by Mr. the Rich. That will be a paid car mod. It kind of looks like an old Ford, but it will have a demo for free. Oh, go over the center here. Wow, yeah. So soft suspension. You barely feel the bumps. Look at that. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, wow. And of course, no seatbelts, so I think people inside would have been thrown out there. Let's drag race it against the oldest vehicle in vanilla BeamNG. It's the 1953 V8 Burnside Special. We have the 7.7-litre V12 producing 180 horsepower. He has a 5.1-litre V8 producing 153. Let's line up. Stop your vehicle now. Okie dokie. Rev it up and go, go, go. Quarter mile started. So we are more powerful, but I think this is heavier. Oh, yes. Wow. We are beating a car that's 25 years newer. Oh, yes. This thing's quick. That was the quarter mile in 17 seconds. That's not terrible. So this mod only has a bit of customization. We can change the interior with the wood type and the leather, but I'm also going to add nitrous oxide. Let's see how fast this thing can go. Okay, first gear feels the same, and then nitrous actually activates in second gear. And there we go. Loads of wheel spin out of the pits. 60, 70, and then brakes. Oh, the brakes have been modeled well, though. They do feel like an old car. Onto the long straight. Let's see just how fast this thing can go. I guess the top speed stock is about 90 or 100. I don't know, though. Here we go. Flooring it, nitrous activated, the steering. Whoa, nearly lost control there. 90 miles per hour into fourth gear, still accelerating. That's over 100. Wow, this suspension is not designed for speed. Okay, brakes. I should have braked probably quite a lot earlier there, but can we drift in? Oh, we're drifting in a 1927 Phaeton. Oh, okay, corkscrew corner. Now, usually the corkscrew corner is only favorable to cars with hard suspension. So a car with this soft suspension, I don't know what's going to happen here. We're going to be wobbling all over the place. Oh, yeah, not good at all. Can we recover? Just about. Wow. Okay, one more time, bit slower. The brakes don't help. Oh, come on, come on, come on. It doesn't so much as understeer as it just doesn't turn. There's almost no response from the steering wheel. But it's such a fun car to drive. You do get the sense that you're driving an ancient 1927 car. Well, there you go, the Auriga Heron. I've left a link in the description down below. It's on the BeamNG forums for free. Let me know what you think of this vehicle. Did you use this car back when it released in 2015? And if you'd like to see another classic car mod for BeamNG, click the video on screen right now. It's of the 1960 Gavril Dynamo. That's all from me, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.